sure if I'm live or not, but I'm tired at the moment. But I wanted to go over something quickly. I was doing a SketchUp remodeling on the C8 magnet arrays concentrics. I call them C8s because it stands for concentric. And I just wanted to show you my C6s, which some of you may remember from a few years back. So these are my C6s, which are smaller, and I was having some problems with my SketchUp model because I've been having a lot of I've been thinking about it. One of the issues is my little. I'll just try and show you this, but let's see. The little metal rods, the little metal things that stick out, and as I was saying, they stick out by 2.5 millimeters on each side, unless I actually stick another rod in there and put two in, and yeah. I'm having design constraints and I'm not happy about it. You see, the main issue is that these metal rods that stick out, they have to interface with the laminations in this cup thing in here. The actual laminations are in this rectangular area. Now if you look, you'll notice that they're actually too far outside that area. That would mean using a steel washer or something else to bring the coupling into that lamination array. That's not a very efficient way of doing it. And I was having to think about it, and it would make sense to downsize to the C6s because these are actually very strong neodymium magnets, the N52s. And so I'd be, instead of having 8 of the neodymium magnets, I'd have 6. And the other thing about that is it means that I don't have to have 2 coils. I can stick with just 1 coil, which is going to be better in many ways because it means I'm not driving as many input coils. I can just stick with 1 coil on each side of each concentric. I made these about 3 or 4 years ago when I was working on the original Bubblelator design. I called it the Bubblelator because of the magnetic pulse bubble flux that pops out each end. So those are the C6s and those are the C8s. As you can see, there's a bit of a size difference there. So the C6s, actually fit, if I can hold it right, inside that pink area, the middle section there. If I can hold it right, you can see they actually fit in there. That means that I'll be able to, instead of having the steel rods that, well, these haven't got the holes for the rectangular rods, but instead of having the steel coming out of here at that, where that middle hole is, instead of them coming out of there, they'll effectively be coming out much further in, which is what I want, so they meet up with the laminations. So effectively I can make smaller coils. I was gonna wind the coils anyway, new coils anyway, and I was start thinking about this, and yeah, you can overcomplicate a design. You can over design something, and I don't want to over design it. So I don't know. Am I still alive? Keep saying getting streams. The timer keeps getting stuck. So I'm gonna go with the C6s. Yeah, I just think that they'll be better. I'm gonna have a bit more room. As you can see, if I put the C6s in there, I'm gonna have a bit more space to work around. I'm not gonna be so constrained. So anyway, I'm gonna go back into my SketchUp modelling, probably in a day or two. So I'm gonna get some rest tonight. I'm tired. I just thought I'd give you an update on what I'm planning on doing. Actually, these C6s, I actually made them out of resin in a silicone mold. I've still got the molds for this. I actually used magnetite and mixed in with resin. They're very hard. They're extremely tough. Yeah, I mean I could 3D print them, no problem, but I'm just going to use what I've got. Saves me printing more materials, and why not? Now, I had a lot of good results with the C6s actually. They seem to work better in some respects because of the smaller diameter. The field is more compressed in the middle, and these would be an ideal size anyway to interface with my laminations. Um, the only issue is the ferrite rings. Will the ferrite rings? I think it'll work. I'm going to make it work anyway. Yeah, the ferrite rings are going to be quite big, so I'm not going to get much room in the coil. The coils need to be smaller anyway, I think. So we'll see. Anyway, the actual part in the middle, um, the actual part in the middle, I'm not sure what I'm going to be using as a core material yet. I won't be using this that's in there. These were originally fitted to my rotary system. That's why I got an eye on there. They were the magnets would pass this to actuate them. So yeah, I stuck them, I mean, steel things in there with a bit of foam to hold them in place and super glued them in. But I won't be using the core anyway. I'm gonna I'll pop the whole core out like that. I'll just pop the whole thing out and make a new inner core assembly for it. So yeah, just a little update on what I'm thinking. Anyway, nothing much. Oh, the other thing I was going to tell you, my phone battery has had its day, so I'm having to film with the charger lead connected because the my phone has got a serious problem. The battery has had it, literally had it. I've got to go and get a new battery for that now. I looked, I found out where I get one off eBay for about £8, but then you can't just take the back off this phone. You've got to take the screen off, or split it or something. Yeah, there's a tutorial on how to do it anyway. So I'm gonna have to sort my phone out as well. It's one thing after another. But anyway, no rush. With the phone, I mean, I can just, yeah, I'll just have to run it off the charger for the moment. I will get it sorted eventually. I'm just having a lot of bad luck lately. It seems to be one thing after another. It's always money, isn't it? So yeah, I'm hoping that the stream works. Oh, I really pray it does. See you later.